What is up, Reflex guys? Back today with a new video, and we are back in the Modern Warfare beta. Same map, Gun Runner. I'm really enjoying this map. This is probably one of my favorite maps out of the beta rotation right now. This map just gives me so many vibes of Freight from Ghosts, and that was probably one of my favorite Ghost maps, and I really dig this map. This and Hackney Yard are my two favorite maps in the beta right now. The other maps are rough. They're just really not. They're just not fun to play. Especially I think it's Grozna Raid. Every time that map comes up, I want to slam my head against a brick wall. So I try to avoid that map as much as possible. But this map and Hackney Yard are two of my favorites so far. But today we're going to be talking about how to play aggressive in Modern Warfare. This is something that a lot of people have been struggling with, and it's understandable because Modern Warfare is a bit different from any other Call of Duty. Playing aggressive can actually get you pretty messed up. You know, playing aggressive can get you in tight situations, and with the way the gunplay is in this game, it just doesn't work all the time. This video is a bit similar to the last video I uploaded because I'm giving you a tip, a tip that I've acquired just after playing the beta a little bit, but this is so important for playing with a submachine gun that if you don't play like this, you're probably not going to be very successful. So when you're playing fast, you're obviously going to use a sub because rushing with an AR in this game is nearly, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's definitely not recommended. So when you're running a sub, what you want to do is at the beginning of every round or, calm spot in each game, that is when you want to use your double sprint or your sprint in general. You can see there's nobody really around me at times, and I just kind of want to get from point A to point B really quick, and I use my double sprint or I use my regular sprint. Now, if you keep an eye on this video, you'll watch several times where I will get gunned down, and those are usually in times when I'm caught sprinting. So that's the biggest advice I can give you for playing fast. When you get to where you need to be, when you are rushing, slow down. When you get into a building, slow down, have your gun up, and have your gun prepared. The best thing that I could really compare this to is in Modern Warfare Remastered. If you played competitive in Modern Warfare Remastered, you knew that when you had a 74, you rushed into a building. Say, if you rushed into Backlot, you rushed into, I think it was A building. If you rush into A building, you run up in there, and then you slow down and you pre-aim everything, and you just take your time. That's kind of what you're doing here, but you're not really pre-aiming as much. I mean, who knows? Maybe in the future that will become the meta. That's what people are going to end up doing, walking around and pre-aiming. But as of right now, once you get to point A, from point A to point B, just slow down, take your time once you get into buildings. Now, once you're in that building, and once you're around corners, around edges, around different walls, that's when you need to have your sights ready. You need to be ready, you need to be prepared. Do not get caught running inside of buildings. Somebody in there is going to be camping with an M4, an M13, the MP5 also. That is another sub that absolutely melts. It kicks a lot if you don't have anything on it, but I've only locked a couple attachments for that thing so far, so I haven't really played with it too much, but mostly I've been playing with the MP7 whenever I am, rushing really fast. Another really big part of playing fast in this game is you have to realize that the gun up to sprint time is really low. You cannot just whip your gun up really fast, especially if you're coming back from a double sprint. Like I told you earlier, double sprint should only be used, I would say, at the beginning of a round, or if you're just trying to get out of a tight spot. You don't want to use it a whole lot, because if you get caught double sprinting, you are screwed. Like, you have absolutely, I wouldn't say you have no chance, but the way jump shotting is in this game, it's really not as effective, I think, as drop shotting. Now, again, it is the beta, it's early, but from what I've experienced so far, jump shotting really isn't as, it's just not as effective. You'll notice a lot in this gameplay, I use my double sprint if I'm trying to get from one quick point to another quick point, but if I am in a small building, I'm just calmly looking around the corner, using my hip fire, and just taking my time waiting for the enemies to come to me. That's an important part of playing with a sub and playing fast. Wait for the enemies to come to you once you get into the tight zone, once you get into the war zone where everybody's kind of getting real. That's when you want to like slow it down and have your gun up. Because a sub, especially when you're running a sub, you have the advantage. Your gun is faster, it's smaller, it's more mobile. You have the advantage. All you have to do is just not play as aggressive once you get up into a tight area. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've learned with Modern Warfare so far when it comes to playing fast and playing aggressive. These are just the little, tips that I can give you that I've acquired right now. Who knows, in the future, things are going to change. Well, obviously, things are going to change in the future, and I'm going to acquire more information, and I'm going to learn more about the game along with you guys, and then we're going to work our way forward and figure out the best way to play this game, because a lot of people are really struggling right now with going from, Black Ops 4 or say World War II, where you could play aggressive, but you just can't play that way as much in Modern Warfare. You have to slow it down a little bit. You have to be ready and prepared for that gunfight, absolutely, 100% constantly all the time, because that's the way people are going to play. And especially today is the third day of the beta, and if you guys didn't see, Infinity Ward talked about they are putting in the mini-map in the third day, which is going to be a huge relief, so I'm not going to be caught, shooting my teammates and stuff, so that's going to be really cool. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Go ahead and drop a like for me if you want, and hit that subscribe button to stay connected with me. Also, this whole weekend I will be live streaming over on my Twitch, so go ahead and check that out if you want. Stop by and say what's up. We're just going to be chilling out, listening to music, having fun on the beta, just having an all-around really good time. Guys, thank you for stopping by. It's been Reflex. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.